Well, the Windsor Spitfires have proved that even without Shane Wright, who's out day-to-day with a lower body injury, they can still score goals. They hung a 9 on the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds to snap a 3-game losing streak this weekend. Brett Harrison potted another pair. He's got 10 goals, 7 assists in a dozen games with the Spits. And the Spits snapped that 3-game losing streak. The only 3 games they've lost since the trade deadline, in the 9 games since the deadline, they have scored 49 goals, so averaging about 5.5 per game are the Spits. But here's something interesting. Only 3 losses since the trade deadline. There's another team in the same spot. That would be the Hamilton Bulldogs. The difference, of course, Windsor added at the deadline and the Bulldogs sold off. But 6-3 is Hamilton since the trade deadline. And of those wins, 2 against Ottawa, 1 against North Bay, and a come-from-behind win this weekend over the Peterborough Petes. Not too shabby. You might want to tell Mississauga that they sold off, too. They had a 4-game winning streak snapped with a loss to Ottawa. And how about the Erie Otters, winners now of 3 of 4, including a sold-out crowd that saw them beat the Kitchener Rangers on Saturday. And shout out to that crowd. I was in Erie for that one. It was a dynamite atmosphere at the Erie Insurance Arena. Speaking of Ottawa snapping Mississauga's 4-game winning streak, that snapped a 4-game skid for the 67s. And another top-ranked team struggling, surprisingly. Heading into the weekend, the London Knights had lost 5 of 7. Now, they pick up a couple of wins, and you know what they say. They don't ask how, they just ask how many. But if you're wondering how, both wins for London this weekend by shootout, and a combined 3 goals scored to pick up the 2 victories for the London Knights. They'll take them, though, because you look around the league and how much difference does one player make to a team? Well, since trading Pavel Mintyukov, the Saginaw Spirit are 0-8. And that's the weekend that was in the Ontario Hockey League.